Hey, welcome to Warsaw. I'm here, inspire me, bringing you better stories, inspiring stories. I'm having a good time. Finally, and that's something that I found very shocking because I was expecting a lot of crazy people, but that's not the case. It's a very popular Polish dish, and this is how it's made. Fantastic, it's really good. You should try it.
Yeah, you should definitely do that. It's really good. The lighting, yeah, it's really nice. Don't go like
Show you how important it is to enjoy the little things.
Hey, inspire me. I'm here. What you see behind me, that's the Polish presidential palace. And I'm here because I want to talk to you about someone who is really a great example of how a politician should be. So it's cold outside, so I'm going to go inside and I'll talk to you more about him. Thank you. Bye-bye.
And I want you to experience that too. And today, my good friend here will inspire you.
I was born in Poland and I grew up here, 2-3 hours from Warsaw.
We're here at the Prudential building.
It's actually the first skyscraper actually that was built in the city, and one of the earliest ones that were built in Europe. The Germans actually decided to throw shells and artillery towards the building. And most of the building was basically in ruins.
So today we went to this town where we were able to see the house and the street where Maximilian Maria Kolbe grew up.
So Maximilian Maria Kolbe was a priest, a Franciscan missionary.
Okay.
He's a patron of the city of Stavola. So, you know, it sounds like purely religious, but actually he was also publishing, you know, some issues related to social and political topics. Maximilian Maria Kolbe was among the other prisoners who were not chosen, and he stepped in front of these people and he told the Germans he would like to volunteer to, you know, to die instead of the men who had a family and children.
Most like dogs in Poland are called what? Right? Is that true? Now, what can you tell me about the tradition of people in Poland eating pizza with ketchup? My last question to you before we move to the second segment, right, is about this. I heard, right, that here in Poland during Christmas, you watch Home Alone.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Inspire Me. I'm very excited about the great content of this episode, and I hope you get the same excitement after you watch this show. Inspire Me is all about positivity, and you all know we need more positivity these days with all the negativity that's being disseminated around us. Um, really, more positivity. So for this episode, I invite you to watch the rest of my one-on-one interview with Paulina in Warsaw, followed by a short video about the power of rejecting hate. I'm sure this show will bring you some much needed positivity. That's I'm not going to say that's a guarantee, but it would happen. But before we get to the show, I would like to seize this opportunity to thank all our viewers around the world for their continuous support and messages of encouragement. I want to thank BronzeNet for the awesome opportunity to share a positive message. Lastly, I want to express my sincere gratitude to the Inspire Me team for the hard work and the dedication to make Inspire Me a movement to reckon with. And yes, the list is long, but next time I'll certainly get the opportunity to thank more people. And now, and without further ado, let's watch the one-on-one interview and see you shortly. My last question to you before we move to the second segment, right, is about this. I heard, right, that here in Poland during Christmas, you watch Home Alone. Is that true? That's an American movie, by the way. Home Alone. I'm sure a lot of you know about it, but I heard it's a tradition here. Mm-hmm. Is that true?
I think people started to call it tradition recently.
Oh, okay.
I think Home Alone is probably a movie that is more than 20 years old, right?
Okay. Yeah.
It's true that there will be always a channel, one of the channels, that Polish channels that would show this movie,
Okay.
one of the Christmas day or the day after, which is also a holiday in Poland. So yeah, that became strangely some sort of tradition, and I know people started to realize it now. Before they were just watching
Home
Alone, but now it seems like it's
becoming like a tradition.
Yeah. So now some of them would probably look forward to the fact that Christmas is coming, and they would watch like with family this American movie.
That's interesting. Hey, this is Inspire Me. I'm trying to bring you more inspiration from Warsaw in Poland, and I hope my friend here was able to inspire you to certainly come and visit Warsaw. Get inspired yourself. So we're gonna move to the next segment, and I'll be right back after this. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. This is Inspire Me. I'm here in Warsaw, trying to bring you more positive inspiration. I'm here with my friend Paulina. We're going to be diving into the second segment. So my first question to you, if you have the opportunity to change one thing in your life, what would you change?
To change one thing in my life?
Yes.
In my personal life?
Yes. I mean, anything. It doesn't matter. Anything that you feel like you can change. It could be about your life in Poland. It could be about your life in the U.S. Anything. Anything that you want to change.
I would maybe this is going to not be very significant, but I would like the winters would be so cold in Poland.
Okay. Okay. Nice. So if you have one thing that you can keep, what would you keep?
I think it's still the freedom.
Okay.
Like general freedom, personal freedom,
okay.
Freedom of speech, freedom of moving. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay. The opportunity to keep one thing in Poland, what would you keep?
Well, good food. Yeah.
Okay. That's a nice one. I like the food, by the way. It's really interesting. I really
Next question now. If you had the opportunity to change one thing in the U.S., what would you change?
I don't know.
If you had the opportunity to change one thing, and to keep one thing in the U.S., what would you keep?
Diversity.
Okay. And if you had the opportunity to change one thing in the world, what would you change?
I guess I would just like people to accept each other more, definitely. Yeah,
Okay.
be more open. Yeah, be able to, accept differences.
Okay. And if you have the opportunity, that's my last question, all right? If you had the opportunity to keep one thing in the world, what would you keep?
Open borders.
Oh, really? Okay. Great answer. Thank you. This is Inspire Me. I'm here in Warsaw, having a good time, talking to my friend here and trying to inspire you. I hope the story I'm bringing to you will make you change in a positive way. Hey, whatever you can take from this, that's positive. That's all I care about. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you very soon. Thank you. Bye-bye. Hey, welcome back. I hope you had an aha moment watching this segment and decided to make a positive change. And if that's the case, good for you. All right, now let's watch the video about the power of rejecting hate, and I'll be right back. It is exciting. Let's go. Today I'm going to talk about hate. With the number of hate crimes rising at an alarming rate all across the world, it has become the duty of every human brotherhood to stand together and reject this hate. Rejecting hate not only provides us a safe space for everyone, but also empowers oneself. As we hear more and more about such instances of hate, we need to band together and strengthen the human fabric that connect us to each other. Our world seems to have become overfilled with the concept that we disliked each other. Racism, sexism, misogyny, fascism. These have become everyday words in the 21st century. Is that really true? Are we so different from one another that we are unable to bear the sight of our fellow men and women? What in our mind leads us to hate someone? And what can we do to reject this hate, both internally and from external sources? Let's answer some of these important questions. Hate comes to us in the simplest of forms, and that is why it usually wins. We are taught from a very small age to differentiate the people around us based on their race, gender, looks, possessions, etc. This builds a deep-seated hatred within us that we don't usually recognize unless we act upon it. It not only tears us away from the human fabric, but also makes us accept the victimization of others without question. The recent wave of attacks in Sri Lanka is a prime example of the destructive power that hate can hold. The death toll in Sri Lanka is a grim reminder that we still need to protect our brothers and sisters
And this did come true following the attacks, as non-Christians serve as a human wall to protect the Christians during their prayers. The idea that someone else is responsible for my problems is one of the easiest ways to escape the reality in any situation. In recent years, this blame has largely been placed on the minority communities. Hatred towards people of minority races and genders are now at an all-time high. And these feelings and instances of hate are not at all limited to any particular country or society. What then can we as individuals and a society do to fight this hate? Well, if we look at the course of human history, we will see that the biggest weapon humans have used against hate is the feeling of social bonding and a deep sense of love for one another. Be it during the Great Wars or during attacks by terrorist organizations, humans have shown great resilience towards social hate. They have stood by the victims and created institutions that will provide the necessary love and support. The recent terrorist activity in the two mosques of New Zealand was one such instance where we saw how people can come together and reject hate. Right from every individual to the topmost politicians of New Zealand chose to mourn the victims and stand beside their fellow citizens without differentiating them on the basis of their religion or ethnicity. In a show of solidarity, the common citizens even guarded the Friday prayer for the Muslim community, who were the primary victims of the attack. And this is the one true weapon that can trump hate: the ability to not look at someone with a different eye. While our mass culture may not allow for this ability to develop, it is well within us, since it is nothing more than a mere mindset. And this mindset is strengthened when we choose to freely interact with the minority members of their community. Give to them what is possible and rejecting the hate that they face. Lastly, we need to understand our privilege, and only then can we fight back hate. If we allow our privileges to form the majority of our identity, we will always allow hate to win. A person who is internally racist will always allow an act of racism to go unchecked in front of them. And a person who has rejected hate will always stop such an act. This is why leaving our privilege behind and embracing love for all is the only way to truly reject hate.
to fight hate, we need to do it on two levels. Firstly, we need to remove it internally and ensure that the hateful ideas perpetuated by society have been removed from our minds. And secondly, we need to stand by the communities that are victims of these hateful acts. Only in standing with them in spirit and form can we find the power within us to reject hate and also be able to spread the message through our actions. As the great MLK Jr. once said, darkness cannot drive out darkness. Only light can do that. Hate cannot drive out hate. Only love can do that. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the end of this episode. I really hope you had fun watching the content of this episode. Please send us any comments or suggestions that you may have by our social media pages. Thank you very much, and see you soon for another moment of positive inspiration. Get inspired, change your life. See you soon.
Oh, witamy Me S02E03. I'm here, inspire me. I'm taking you to this amazing journey with amazing people at this museum, the Museum of Locomotives, and it's here in this wonderful city. And these two gentlemen will take me in and show me a lot of stuff about locomotives, and including American-made cars. And that's only for inspiration, positive inspiration. I'm sure at the end of this show you will enjoy it, and you might want to come here and visit.
The war and also kind of embargoes on the many products that were, taken from Germany at the time.
Tam za tym są silniki, jest hamownia. No w latach takiej tutaj rozkwitu.
Actually, here we have all of those locomotives are actually of Polish productions. The models were made before the war, but some of them are actually these models here. They are from after the war also period. So 20s, 40s, and 60s, 90s. They could use the help of the machines that were associated with the locomotives to actually load the carbon in Poland here, and transport this to the port. Because this is the first exemplar actually of this model that was registered by the government here. Manually transport coal from here to there.
Kochani, jak ja go składałem, tu z moimi kolegami stawiałem, on był też kolejowy taki wygan.
How old?
No i jeszcze jest też jeden tam.
This is the gift I got, and water. I can put on the first one. So yeah, this is really yep. Hey, this is Inspire Me. I'm here in Gdańsk, and this is actually the street where Maximilian Kolbe was born. I'll tell you the story more, but just look at this. It's pretty old really beautiful. And the story of this man, I'm sure, would inspire you. So that's the reason why I wanted to talk to you about it. Yes, so yeah, it's a very peaceful place, and it's all about inspiration. Inspire me. Get inspired, change your life. And as I'm walking down the street, I see this car. It's from the 70s, right? Well, and it is still intact, you know. So this is like the joy of going around the world and being here in Poland, and yeah. But this is also still on the street I was talking about, where Maximilian Maria Colby was born and raised. Yes. So, but more to come.